Hi everyone, and welcome to the 5th episode in our Processing Programming series. In this episode, we will learn how to make the computer draw for us using basic drawing commands. Processing has a very methodical approach to drawing. You can basically think of the drawing commands as commands you give to a very dumb but very literal artist. You even need to tell him what colors to draw with. Before that, however, we need to give him a canvas, and we do this using the size command. And in it, we give two arguments, separated with a comma, the width and the height of the window. Using this command, we can resize the window. For example, size 640 by 480 creates a 640 pixel by 480 pixel high window. Now that we have the canvas, let's continue with our colored brushes. We have two colors that are used in drawing, stroke and fill, or outline and inside. Setting the stroke color changes the outline of the shape we're going to draw next. You're telling processing to use that color for outlines from now on. Setting the fill color changes the inside of the shape that's drawn next. Processing uses that color for fills from now on. Both stroke and fill take a number as an argument, with 0 being black and 255 being white. Any number in between is a shade of gray. For most of this series, up until the final episode, we'll stick to black and white color since it simplifies the code. Now that our artist knows which brushes to use for stroke and fill, we need to tell him what shapes to draw. Processing knows many shapes, but for now we'll stick with two, rectangle and ellipse. A rectangle is drawn using an x-coordinate of the top left point and a y-coordinate of the top left point. Together, this is called the anchor point. After that, we give a width and a height in pixels, which provide the dimension relative to the anchor point. So, rect 10, 40, 100, 100 will draw a 100 by 100 pixel square with the top left position of x equals 10 and y equals 40. Ellipse takes the same four arguments, but instead the first two arguments are the center of the circle, once again called the anchor point. This means that ellipse 120, 50, 30, 60 is an ellipse centered on x equals 120 and y equals 50, with a width of 30 and a height of 60. A special kind of drawing command is the background command. It takes a color value from 0 to 255, and when called, it will make the entire window the color you passed. So, background 0 makes the entire screen black, while background 255 makes the entire screen white. Now you know enough to make beautiful black and white drawings, so let's go over to the code editor to give it a try. So, for the last episodes, you probably saw, whenever you run the code, this window pop up. Now, we're going to do something with it. Let's first give it a nice size. So, let's type size, open parentheses, and type 640, 480. Close parentheses, and don't forget the semicolon. Now, if we run this code, you'll see the window has a nice, healthy size for now. We can, of course, change these numbers to, for example, 1280 and 720. And if we run this now, you'll see I have a much bigger screen, but let's stick to 640 by 480 for now. As you see, the default background is a gray, boring kind of color, so let's draw a full white background. On a new line, type background, and in between parentheses, type 255, since 0 to 255 was the range from black to white. If we run this, you can see the window now has a white background. But if we change the background to 0 and you run it, the background is now black. Let's keep the background at white, 255, for now. We learned that before we draw, we have to set the fill and stroke colors. Let's do just that. I want my fill values to be a kind of gray. So, on a new line, type fill 125. Now, the strokes of all shapes should be black. So, on a new line, type stroke 0. To see these colors, we need to draw a shape. Let's draw a rectangle. On the next line, type rect, and between the parentheses, we have to give the anchor x, which is 10, the anchor y, let's say 30, the width 100, and the height 200. If we now run this code, you'll see this beautiful piece of minimalistic abstract art. Of course, we could have long discussions about how this symbolizes our lives in an empty void, but let's continue by drawing another rectangle. On a new line, type once again rect, And this time we'll start his top left at 300, 10 and make his size 300 by 300. As you see when you run this, now we have two beautiful rectangles. But since this all seems very square and I want to be inclusive, let's now draw some ellipses. So, on a new line, type ellipse, and between parentheses give it an anchor point, x equals 400 and y equals 350. Set the width to 30 and the height to 32. As a final exercise, let's say we want to draw this circle with a grey outline and a black fill. We could of course change the stroke and fill at the top to 0 and 125. But this would also, as you can see when you run this code, change the rectangles. Let's change this back for now and make the new line between the rectangle and the ellipses. Here we want to tell the artist to use other brushes, so let's say the stroke now needs to be 125 and the fill now needs to be 0. If we run this, you can see how this has the desired effect. The rectangles are still grey with a black outline, while the ellipse has these colors reversed. As an exercise for yourself, you can try and play around a bit with the drawing commands, add more shapes and change the colors and positions, but for this episode, I think this is more than enough. So, to recap. In this episode, we learned about how we set the size for our screen using the screen width, height command. We learned how we can define black and white color from 0 to 255, and how we can use this to set the stroke and fill of our drawing commands. We also learned how to draw rectangles and ellipses using their anchor point and dimensions. So far, we have static shapes on our screen. Let's make them move in our next episode, where we'll talk about animation.